Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of our Thróttur Reykjavik save here on FM 26. It is another good episode here as we will finish out our league phase competition of the Champions League. Three extremely tough games. We got Barcelona here on December 9th, and we got a little bit of time before our Leverkusen and Inter Milan games in January. So a little bit of a gap between games where some stuff will 100% happen when it comes to transfers. Got some guys wanted, but don't have to worry about that right this second. We got Barcelona on the road at the Camp Nou first up. Now, it is kind of tough when I'm looking at this squad to try and pick this team. Agassi's gone. We've got Kjartansson, who is suspended, Oxenen, who is also suspended. So that puts me in a very big pickle. So we were going with Pesci. Skuka is back for the bench, but Pesci's played well, so let's keep Pesci in. And then we're going to go with Haraldsson here at right back. He's pretty much one of the only guys that I've got available, so he'll go there. Thorhalsson and Berardi in Mambo at left back, Ragnarsson and Nurk, Bedic, Vili, NDI, Odgerson, and then Reed to come in up top. So a lot of changes. Definitely not as strong as I would love to be playing in a game like this. But who knows? Who knows what we can do? Confidence maybe not as high as I would like in this one, but we got to play it at some point. This is how we end up deciding who's good, who's not, and where we stand. We've had a really, really good campaign so far, so I'm okay if we end up not picking up result here. Rafinha with a corner kick. Looking to go to the back post. Pesci doesn't get enough on it, but it's somewhat cleared. Rafinha into the box. Has an effort, and Rafinha scores. Inside 10 minutes, Barcelona have the lead Camp Nou. And it's 1-0, and it is the Brazilian Rafinha. It's Kunde, now Kubrasi. To Balde. Up to Pedri. Now Gavi. Lamine Yamal. Pedri. Gavi's made a run behind Berardi. It's still Gavi. Can he find a pass? He can to Yamal. And Lamine Yamal has put Barcelona up 2-0. It is not the start that we needed. It is 2-0. Still very early into this match. Rafinha with the corner kick. To the near post, headed down off the post and cleared away. We are really struggling to defend here in this one. Kunde. Back to Kubrasi. Now Kunde. Over to Beraldo. Moves it up to Rafinha. Now Pedri. Pedri swings it across to Morgos. Up to Gavi. Gavi 1v1 with Berardi. Gets past Berardi. All the way to the back post. What a ball from Gavi. And Rafinha's run off the shoulder of Haraldsson, and he's got his second of the match. It is an unbelievable pass from Gavi. And Barcelona lead 3-0, just past half an hour gone. João Garcia. We're heading to halftime. Need to stop Barcelona at some point. Every attack they go forward, they end up putting the ball in the back of the net. It's Yamal. Now back to Rafinha. Rafinha. Yamal. Rafinha again. It's Rafinha. Pesci just does enough. And it's cleared away, and it's Bedashvili. Are we going to actually manage to create a highlight here? Create a chance? We cannot. We are about to hit halftime. And there is the whistle at 3-0 down. Barcelona have deserved every bit of this lead as we are dropping our way down the standings, which we expected, but it is not brilliant. It is not brilliant at all. Kai Havertz has made his way to Barcelona at some point. It's now Willemsen. Up to Jeffs. Willemsen. Ragnarsson. Thorhalsson. Willemsen looking for Jeffs, but headed down by Beraldo. Havertz. Bernal. Rafinha. Havertz. Back to Rafinha. Rafinha's got space in the box. Cuts it back. And it's cleared away by Mambo. A big clearance. And Holmsteinson helps head it clear. But a huge clearance by Mambo at the back post. This ball's being played now back to Murgos. Gavi. Murgos again. His effort's gone again. And Barcelona have a fourth. Right here is the difference between the very best and where we stand. Really tough in that one. It's Rafinha. Berardi's there to intercept. Berardi looking for Jeffs, but Balde intercepts. Balde back to Havertz and back to Rafinha. Balde. Havertz. Clipped up, looking for Yamal. Mamba wins it, but Yamal has a good effort there on the volley. And it's up and over Pesci's goal. 10 minutes left to play. Araujo to take the throw in. Can Barcelona find the fifth goal? And Ragnarsson has taken down Havertz off the throw in. A really dumb challenge there from Ragnarsson. It's not given as a penalty kick. It's a free kick. I thought for sure it was a pen. But it's just a free kick. And we are escaping another one. Dani Olmo. Looking to play it for Araujo. Flicked on. Headed away by Thorholson, but not enough. Nobody challenges for the second header. And Araujo is there to head it down and in for 5. That's a really frustrating one. We continue to fail to clear the ball. And it's a 5th. Garcia to Beraldo. Now Havertz. Now Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Balde. Rafinha. Back to Havertz. Havertz gets past Williamson. Cuts it back to Rafinha. Into Olmo. Dani Olmo finds Gavi. And Gavi, who's had a great game, adds a 6th for Barcelona. And we just don't know what to fucking do. It is awful. And that's full time at 6-0. Let's just skip past that one. That was an awful game. Really, really struggling in that one. I guess the loan or the transfers are starting to make their way in as we are at New Year's Eve. But Terry Oxenden, $3 million loan back length for the end of the season, and a 40% of next sale clause included. Can't really do much about it. He is essentially forcing his way out with that offer. So it is what it is. It sucks, and it's really frustrating that it's going to happen. But it is going to happen. I did go ahead and make an offer for one of the young players I had on trial. It's just a couple of things. I just keep doing that. Young guys coming in on trial. Icelandic teams are showing no interest in them. But, they've look to have a lot of potential, a lot of current ability. So I went ahead, made him an offer from the Solomon Islands. We'll see if he actually joins before I introduce him to you guys. But hopefully he joins, and I'm able to go ahead and get him out on loan to somewhere in Iceland. And it looks like we've got a few more offers coming in here. Holmsteinson will actually look like he will be interested in staying. Albi Skuka wants to leave. How much did we buy him for? $225, and he already wants to leave. So let's see what I can get for him. That's not happening. And they just rejected that. So we'll see what they come back with. Southampton want to buy Holmsteinson. Bedishvili is also interested with $7.25 million for the right winger. Really frustrated about that one. Let's see what I can get him to. $9.75. See what I can get Holmsteinson to stay for. Let's see what we get. 1.1 million for him. And he just wants to move. So we'll see what kind of offers come in for Skuka at this point. Lots of moving pieces that I expected. Just a very frustrating aspect to it. Indeed. Very frustrating. Here's the guy I was talking about, the Solomon Islands, Patrick Alec. Left wing, right, can play right wing, striker as well. But we'll see. If Skuka goes, we do have Pesci, so that's good. And if Benachvili goes, we got to buy a new right winger, which I got to be looking for. And if I can get Oxenden back to the club, then we'll be okay with right backs. If he goes, then I can go ahead and bring in a new right back. I've got some plan on using Hiatalin some to help him develop here. Hopefully a little bit more, and we'll see how things go. But let's see what kind of offers come in now at this point. And there are the offers. 3 more offers for players. Ndiaye, Skuka, and Berardi. All 3 I expected to happen. Really, 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 really stinky. So 275. Can they at least give me something else here? They're willing to do 350 with a 10%. It's at least something, a little bit of something more. Now, Berardi. Yeah, he wants to stay as much as possible. We've got several offers coming in. Nothing really. I think I got him for free. I think he came in on a free. He did indeed come in on a free from the San Marino Academy. Let's see. Current offers are not going to cut at 1.1 million. I think he's worth more than that, but we'll see. And Ndiaye as well now at this point would remain at the club. Let's see what we can get out of him. 1.4 million for Ndiaye. So lots of offers coming in thick and fast. You can see that's what the offers for Berardi were. Not good enough, and Ndiaye as well now. So see what we can get to at this point. All right, and there is our first confirmed out of the 2032 season. Petteri Oxenden for $3 million with a 40% future sell clause. We bought him for $1.1 million, so a nice little bit of profit on him. Loan back till the end of the season, which is nice. So frustrating to the side of he does have to make his way out, but luckily we get a loan back clause, so we can go ahead use him for the rest of the season. And we will be perfectly okay to wait on buying a right back. I've really struggled finding right backs this year, so perfectly fine with waiting to sign one. Just keeping him back on loan helps with the registration and all. And there's our second confirmed signing as we advance. Albi Skuka, 350K with a small percent clause. Played for a year with us. Did well. Bought him for 225, so we're making barely enough any profit on him, but he was forcing his way out. No one else really was coming in, so there is that aspect of it. You know, it's kind of an indication as to how things actually look truly to it, but unfortunately, he has made his way out of the club. And there is an offer finally for Nicola Berardi, 1.2 million, so it meets that threshold. He actually wants to go. So he does indeed going to make his way out of the football club. 40% clause as well included in it. Ndiaye has had a couple offers from Damac that is nowhere close to the offer amount agreed upon between us, so he has been staying. Now, with Berardi making his way out, it's going to be an easy spot for Carlson to fill, but at the same time, we still need somebody else. Plan on Voller possibly being that fourth center back. But you know, we still need another center back now that Berardi's going to be making his way out. We're freeing up these non-EU spots, which is nice. If Benachvili goes, Southampton's right around that offer spot at this point. Again, he's actually okay with me rejecting that offer, and that's fine with me. It was less than the other one that was offered just there from Inter Milan, so we'll see. But I need to be looking for another center back at this point. All right, guys, and there we go. There is our potential replacement center back, big time, Kasper Steigerbeck. I've been looking at him for a few years, and it is finally time to make the move on him. It's going to be his release clause at 5.6. I'm huge wages, but he is an absolute stud. If we look at him, 21 years old, Danish center back, 6'3", good physical stats, good jumping reach there, great natural fitness, some solid stats here. Obviously, some of his technical stats aren't the best, but at the same time, he'll be able to help keep the ball to the back of the net, which we need. I think that's a huge upgrade on our defenders. I think between Carlson and Steigerbeck, I think we'll have a very solid center back pairing. It's going to be a very different squad once we hit the actual Icelandic league season. It'll be a very different team, but I am very excited for it. Got a little bit left here as we are still working our way through the January window and heading towards that Bayer Leverkusen game. Still going to really be sitting there with some holes in the squad come February, but we will have to figure it out once we actually start to get a real grip on what our league is looking like. There is the confirmation of Kasper Steigerbeck, 21-year-old center back, 5.75 million is his release clause, 19K wages, which is a big one, but he's a very good center back, and I'm fine with paying that kind of money on him. Berardi is just about to be out the door. It's just another offer from Napoli have come through. So he's going to end up going, but we'll see as we get our squad making its way through. But we'll get into this Leverkusen game here in a moment. If no other offers come through, you can see some more guys that I had on my trials lists and just general short list. Getting some offers from various clubs, which I don't really care about. They'll make their way off my transfer list soon. But the big one, as you can see, another offer as Inter have come back to increase their offer, which is amazing. So he will end up making his way out at some point as we are getting some huge offers. Well, I shouldn't say huge offers. It's not huge offers, but we are getting a bidding war from many Italian giants as we head to Leverkusen. So he will actually stay for this Leverkusen game, and he will stay in the lineup. Changes are able to be made, though. Pesci does indeed stay in. Oxinen is back from his suspension. Kjartansson is also back from his suspension. So we will go ahead and replace Valthorsson. Kjartansson will come back in. Other than that, it looks like a very strong team. All these guys will not end up making it onto the bench. Yep, that's how we're going to go. We're going to rock with that. Hopefully we go ahead, get a little bit of a shock here against Bayer Leverkusen's Petteri Oxinen will get the number 5 back. I do believe he was the number 5, but he'll get that number back. And we will play this Bayer Leverkusen game in a massive game. Ndiaye turns, drives past and at Enrique Fernandez. Enrique wins it back though. Matza to Raum. Raum gets past Ragnarsson. It's still with Raum as he heads towards the byline. Cuts it back to Matza. Matza plays it in. It's Ombion and it's cleared away. Good clearance. Good block there on the goal line essentially. And we're able to clear and bring it upfield and look to counterattack, but we failed to do so as Tillman wins it back. Malik Tillman with the throw-in. Looking for a little bit of a longer throw. Instead, he looks to throw it to Raum, who knocks it back to Tillman. Tillman gets past it and smashes it into the roof of the net. Malik Tillman, the American, has put Bayer Leverkusen in front. 1-0, quarter hour gone. And it's a great finish from the American international. Headed away by Mondo and Bedachvili as we look to find an equalizer right before the half. It's Bedachvili still. Driving, into the box, loses it to Tillman, and Ramaj is able to get it clear. Ragnarsson with a big header though. Nurk. Now Ragnarsson looking. Oh, Garrison puts it on, and NDI's effort is saved by the Ramaj, and the flag does go up. But it's a good little link-up play right before the half to at least threaten Leverkusen. Show them a little bit of intent, a little bit of quality that what we have right before the half, and we go in at the half down 1. Very close to a breakthrough at the end there, but Leverkusen have been the much, much better side. Oddgerson, now Berardi, on his way to the Italian Giants, one of them, very soon. Thorholsen, now Oxenen. Oxenen on his back into the side after his suspension. Gives it away to Matza, now it's Palacios. Ezequiel Palacios finds Ombion. Ombion has put it in past Pesci, and Leverkusen at the moment lead 2-0. It's going to go to VAR. And it's going to be given, and it's 2-0 by Leverkusen. All starts from Oxenen's giveaway. NDI. Blocked away and cleared away by Palacios. Thorholsen with the win. Mambo. Nurk. Back to Berardi. Now over to Mambo again. Oddgerson. Nurk. Good ball to Mambo, who's got a little bit of space. He's hooked it to the back. Kjartansson! Kjartansson's goal! And we're back in it. A very quick response in front of the home crowd. An hour gone. We still have got 30 minutes to find an equalizer. But a good play on that left-hand side. Nurk clips it into the space for Mambo, who really just hoofs it towards a dangerous spot, expecting Kjartansson to be in the area. And his header's down and in past Ramaj, and it's 2-1. Kabar in the box, cleared away. Leverkusen looking to respond immediately, reinstate that 2-goal lead. Rachu to Tillman. Palacios. Eki Fernandez. Back over to Kabar. His effort is up and over Pesci's goal, and we remain at 2-1. Have a throw-in. About a quarter hour left to play. Can we find equalizer? Oxenen to Jeffs. Now back to Oxenen. Now Jeffs turns Kabar. Gets inside. Dangerous. And it's Jeffs. And it's Jeffs. Oh, yes. Liam Dothi Jeffs has brought us back level, and it's 2-2. It's a huge goal for the Icelandic winger. Some people may have questioned why Bedashvili was taken off for Jeffs, and that is the exact reason right there. Jeffs able to turn Kabar. Gets a good spot. No one closes him down, and he's able to put it into the far post side netting, and it's 2-2. Less than 10 to play. Tillman to the back post. Headed up off the crossbar. Just cleared away, and Kjartansson help foots it on. And Jeffs is able to help alleviate some of the pressure as we bring it clear, but very close there from Leverkusen. We are at the very end of stoppage time. Can either side find a winner? It's Konsa playing it long, looking for Victor Boniface. Boniface will get it in that left-hand side channel. Boniface to the back post. 2 men there. It's Tillman. Drops it to Ombion. And Ombion has scored. It's a winner for Leverkusen. With the final kick of the match. They just left Ombion to head it in at full time. It is a gut-wrenching loss. Probably a game we should not have tied based on some of those stats. But it's very disappointing to lose a game, the last kick of the game at home. But once again, we have seen exactly why Leverkusen are the side they are and we are where we are as we continue to drop our way down the table. But we are still in the playoffs no matter what. Just a very frustrating and disappointing defeat at that point. And there is our next departure, Nicola Berardi, 1.6 million, 40% sale of percentage of next sale to Blu Neri, aka Internazionale di Milano. Another center back gone. Going to be a very interesting end to our Champions League campaign at this point. All right, here we go. Inter Milan. Again, like I was saying, very interesting center back choice. Jefferson is eligible to play and come back from loan, so he will go ahead and come in. That's what he's looking at right now. Says he's going to be, at least right now, as a decent Premier Division player, so going to be our best option at center back in this one. It is going to be a very tough game. That's for sure. But let's see what happens. See how things turn out in this one. Nurk. Over to Ragnarsson. Now Oxenen. It is Oxenen. Driving well. To the byline. Cuts it back. Bedechvili. Oxenen. Ball across. Bounce around. Save. Big save there from the goalkeeper. Owusu Oduro. Keeps us at bay. Carlos Augusto. Now Bastoni. Switches it over to Vitek. Dumfries. Until Dumfries gets past Mambo to Lautaro Martinez, who puts a great swing of a ball over to Carlos Augusto. Carlos Augusto now. Bischoff. Great ball. Back post. Dumfries headers off the post and out wide for a goal kick. Inter now getting close. Miller. Back to Bastoni. Now Bisek. Ball over the top to Carlos Augusto. It is Carlos Augusto still. Into the box. Ball across. Blocked. Not enough. And Killen is there to put Inter Milan up 1-0. "25 minutes we've lasted. We fall behind. Bisek. Over to Bastoni. Now up to Carlos Augusto. Gonzalo Ramos. Carlos Augusto again. Now back to Ramos. Cuts it back. Augusto. Bischoff. Miller. Bischoff again. Deflected. It bounced around like crazy and finally hooked clear by Broholsen. But Inter keeping the pressure on. Carlos Augusto with a great ball. And Jefferson's there to clear. Martinez. Right before the half. Can Inter find a second goal? Dumfries to the back post looking for Ramos, headed away by Ragnarsson. Bischoff to Augusto. Inter have put a lot of pressure on since that early chance for Bedechvili. Martinez is in. He's forced a good save there from Pesci, even though it is offsides. Still, Pesci wasn't to know that beforehand. Has made a good save and kept us at 1-0 at the half. It's been a little bit of an even game, but ever since we had that early chance, Inter have slowly gotten themselves more and more into this game. We have to have a good second half here. Thorhausen and Jefferson. Nurk. Mambo. Gerson. Jefferson, now Mambo again. Nurk. Loses it to Bischoff. Martinez. Bischoff. Dumfries. Mambo doing well to stop the attack and keep them at bay and early into the second half. Dumfries to throw it into Vitic. Dumfries again. Gets past Nurk. Has a little bit of space. Can he find a cross? He decides to cut it back to Miller. Now Vitic. Dumfries and Vitic again. Dumfries. Great ball to Ramos, who's headed it down and in. Past Pesci. I think it's a save that Pesci needs to be making. But we fall behind 2-0. As VAR confirms the goal. And it is 2-0 very early into the second half. And Vitic has scored. Happened very quickly from a corner kick. And we fall behind 3-0. It's very frustrating. Wide open, unattached. Easy header. Bischoff now with the corner kick again. This one to the near post. Oh, it's off the crossbar and headed away by Jefferson. we've really started to collapse here in the second half as Inter continue to turn the pressure up and really assert themselves. And that's going to be full time. A 3-0 loss at home here to Inter. You just have to think how this game would have been if we would have been able to put away that early chance from Berachvili that was blocked away from the line. We had a great start to our Champions League campaign. It's really struggled at the end here, but it's enough for the playoffs. We finish. Don't even know what is going on here. I'm looking at the XG table apparently. We finish in 10th place. And it's still a good, unbelievable finish. Really, 5 wins, 3 losses. Again, think back just a couple. One more win, a couple more points or so could have been up there. Olympiacos finishing in the top 8, quite unreal. Sociedad, Leverkusen, PSV, Chelsea, Atalanta, Bilbao, Juve, Galatasaray, Basel in here, Arsenal, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, Porto, Leipzig, City, Newcastle, Olympiacos, Liverpool, Madrid, kind of your normal suspects you would expect. See here, Brighton in the Champions League. Brilliant stuff from them. But yeah, maybe a little bit of a longer episode, transfer window and all. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Next round, playoff rounds coming up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to see those playoff games. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see everybody in the next video.